Hey everybody, Jim Perry here. So it is a nice warm spring day, and it actually is my first time back out in the woods metal detecting. I had a chance to get out into some fields and a couple of properties since it's warmed up, but I really have not been out in the woods. So one of my first objectives this spring was to get back to a location that I found last December. I'll get over there in just a bit, but there is what I believe to be an old cellar hole to a cabin or a small structure just up here, where I found part of a harmonica reed and then the dialer and the part where the wick goes through on an old oil lamp. So everything is thawed, and I wanted to get back out here before the buckthorn and other brush gets so thick in here that I can't possibly walk through here. Summertime will be impossible to get out here. So I will show you kind of where I started here in a second, and some of the targets that I've already hit in the last few minutes, and then I'll make my way up to the cellar hole and see what we can find up there. So I know it's going to be hard to see. There's a small creek that runs through down to the bottom of this gently sloping hill, and then there would have been a field drive or a drive to this structure that went from a farm farther up, I believe, in that direction, where this drive went down this gentle hill. You could see where it's all worn out, and then crossed the creek right over here, and then up the other side to a clearing just past that. So I've slowly made my way kind of up that drive along the side of it, hit a few targets, and about 2/3 of the way up to the cellar hole, just right in there. And I definitely am excited about what I'm finding today. I found part of a harmonica reed in December, but again, this was too frozen to do much digging. And just now, I would say, 7 inches down, maybe a little bit more, I found another part to a harmonica reed. This would be inside a harmonica. It looks like most of the pieces have fallen off of it. But the little pins that would have been in there would have shaken back and forth, and that's what makes a harmonica make the sound that it does. So I'll look for any markings on this. I'm not sure if there will be anything or not, but that is good news for where I'm at. A couple of other things that I have found. Let me show you here quick. Just a few feet away, pulled a smaller horseshoe, which obviously means people. And then not far from that, I'm really not going to be able to identify what this is for sure. Looks like it was the top to a door, cast iron door to something. Obviously casted, made by something Co. And I went around that small area, just could not find any more of this. So unfortunately, I'm probably not going to get a name off it. But so far, a couple of very promising finds. Always excited about horseshoes. I always love finding harmonica reeds because that is very personal. It means that someone was definitely at this location. So I've made my way kind of up that drive that I believe goes through here. I just don't think I'm going to get back into that. Maybe a little bit of it, but it's really thick there. And then this would be what I believe to be that cellar hole. There are a lot of iron targets here. Unfortunately, a lot of them are broken up old cans. And then just here, what I believe to be behind the structure, just a few inches down, I pulled this. So this would be the handle to an old fork or a spoon. I always call them a spoon handle, but it easily could be to a fork. That also is very encouraging. I'll have to hit this area as much as I can again before all of this brush gets so thick that I can't get through here when it gets any warmer. Moving on. So the depression that I believe is a cellar hole is just on the other side of this creek, so I've made my way across it, and promising find over here as well. This is a Winchester new rival 16 gauge. I'm not sure if it's blurry or not. I'll get a good photo here. This was made between 1897 and 1929. And just a little farther along the hillside above the creek, another shotgun shell. This one is a UMC Co. New Club number 12. This is the third design that UMC Co. used for this particular shell. This one was produced between 1901 and 1910. So I'm going to call it a day. I made it a bit of a short hunt. I've got a bit of a hike to get out of here, and a couple of deer. I just noticed them in the camera. Run into them all the time out here. So I've got a bit of a hike to get out of here and then to back home. So not a whole lot of finds, but again, a productive day. Noticing that more definite human activity at that location. Let me take a second here and show you what I found. So again, the unidentified hinged door to something, cast iron, and then the horseshoe, which I never mind digging. I did find just a few pieces of some old plates back by that cellar hole, a spoon handle, the two shotgun shells, the Winchester and the UMC Co. The Winchester being 1897 to 1929, and the UMC Co. New Club being 1901 to 1910. And then, not sure if it's a piece of the other harmonica reed that I found in December, but always glad to find these as well. They are interesting little pieces, so pretty cool items. I will take those. So again, looking forward to more of the warmer weather that we have coming our way. Getting back out to this location and looking around a bit more and hitting some of the other permissions that I've got set up already for this spring and summer. As always, thanks for joining me today. Hope to see you soon.